When starting a romantic relationship, it's important to be honest with yourself about what to avoid. Here's a clear and straightforward look at the hard truths. 1. Don't seek love from a place of desperation. Desperation weakens your judgment. When you're desperate, you'll accept things you'd normally reject, tolerate behaviors that don't sit right, and ignore your own needs just to avoid being alone. This isn't a foundation for a healthy relationship. You can't expect someone else to fill the gaps in your life. If you're not happy or secure with yourself first, no relationship will fix that. Take the time to work on yourself before you bring someone else into the mix. 2. Don't stick around for someone who pushes you away. It's a hard pill to swallow, but if someone isn't showing interest, it's because they don't want to. People show you who they are through their actions. If they're pushing you away, giving you mixed signals, or making you feel unwanted, take that for what it is. Stop chasing someone who isn't meeting you halfway. Respect your own value enough to leave when someone isn't giving you what you need. You can't force someone to care, and it's not your job to convince them. 3. Don't fall into codependency. Depending on someone else for your happiness will drain you and them. A relationship is supposed to complement your life, not become the center of it. When your whole world revolves around your partner, you lose yourself. You stop being an individual and start becoming someone's shadow. Real love is about two people who stand on their own and choose to be together, not because they need to, but because they want to. Keep your own identity and don't make someone else responsible for your emotional well-being. 4. Don't settle for less than you deserve. It's easy to settle when you think you'll never find better, but settling only leads to resentment. If you're with someone who doesn't meet your standards, you'll start feeling the weight of that decision over time. Whether it's intellectual, emotional, or even moral mismatches, they'll eventually take a toll on you. Know your worth. Don't shrink yourself to fit into a relationship that's beneath you, just to avoid being alone. You deserve to be with someone who meets you on your level and inspires you to grow. 5. Don't suffer in silence. No relationship is perfect, but it should never make you suffer. If you're constantly enduring emotional pain, neglect, or even abuse, that's a sign something is deeply wrong. Don't romanticize suffering as part of love. Real love doesn't hurt you. It challenges you to grow, yes, but it never breaks you. If you find yourself silently enduring more than you should, it's time to reconsider whether this relationship is worth it. Speak up or walk away, but never stay in a place that steals your peace. 6. Don't ignore compatibility. Attraction can only take you so far. If you're not compatible with your partner's values, goals, and lifestyle, it's going to be a long and frustrating road. Don't gloss over those important differences because you're caught up in the excitement of the new relationship. In the end, it's the things like shared values and future plans that make or break long-term relationships. Don't waste your time hoping they'll change, or you'll learn to live with it. Be honest with yourself about whether or not you're truly compatible. 7. Don't let fear keep you in the wrong relationship. Staying in a relationship out of fear of being alone, of starting over, or of what others might think will only keep you stuck. Fear is a terrible reason to stay with someone. If you're only hanging on because you're afraid of what comes next, you're holding yourself back from something better. It's hard to walk away, but the wrong relationship will never become the right one just because you're afraid to leave. Don't let fear dictate your life. Trust that you're capable of finding happiness, even if it means letting go. 8. Don't lose yourself in the process. It's natural to want to give your all to someone when you love them, but don't lose sight of who you are. A relationship should be a partnership, not a sacrifice of your identity. Keep your passions, your hobbies, and your friendships alive. If you find yourself fading into the background, ask yourself why. The right partner will encourage your growth and support your individuality, not expect you to change or give up pieces of yourself to make the relationship work. 9. Don't forget to communicate honestly. Bottling up your feelings or avoiding tough conversations might seem like the easy route, but it's a short-term fix that leads to long-term problems. Honest communication is the backbone of any strong relationship. If something's bothering you, say it. If you have concerns, voice them. Silence will only breed resentment over time. The reality is, relationships that don't have open, honest communication are doomed to fail. Speak your truth, even when it's uncomfortable. because that's how real trust is built. The bottom line is this: relationships should bring more to your life, not take away from it. Be honest with yourself and your partner, hold firm to your standards, and never settle for less than what you truly deserve. Know when to walk away from anything that compromises your peace, your values, or your sense of self. You owe it to yourself to be in a relationship that helps you grow, not one that holds you back.